It's Adam here, take one. Just wanted to make this video here. Was feeling some extreme resistance. I was going to make this video in front of this statue here. And, you know, I'm looking at it. It's kind of dark. It maybe wasn't the best shot that I thought it could be when I was thinking about it. And this is relevant to dating and to game and to meeting women. We're talking about game, pickup artistry. If you've read the book The Game, you know about the mystery method or the various other dating coaches that are out there. That's what we're talking about on this channel. I'm here to throw my hat in the pile, give my perspective on this topic based on my 13 years now of being on this kind of pursuit, as well as the last decade before that and the experiences that I've had in my life, even before I got into the game. And I'm just looking to help you with your social life, with your life in many different areas, because this is a topic that encompasses many different aspects. It's a lifestyle. It's not just this thing that you do. It's socializing is something that you will do in all fields, in everything that you're going to do in life. We're surrounded by humans. We are constantly socializing. So, you know, and this is also something that you can do specifically with dating and meeting women as well. And that's what we're talking about on this channel. Now, this is relevant in this video, what I'm about to talk about, in the sense that you're going to get resistance when you're out there in the field. You're going to have these voices in your head, self-doubt, negative self-talk, these negative belief systems that you might have that cultivated since maybe you were younger, from past experiences, wherever they come from, the media, TV. We're being bombarded with all different kinds of beliefs and views upon the world. And until you take control over this area of your life and realize that you can by reading books and actually being proactive about the kind of people that you surround yourself with, and stop or realize, maybe you don't even realize that you have a victim mentality. You think that you're just at the mercy of life, that you don't really have much control over the way that your circumstances turn out. But then you actually realize that no, you do have control over your circumstances. You do actually have much more control over your life than you may realize. And one of those things is the influences that you are allowing into your mind. Now, what I was saying was that before I was coming out to make this video, I had all this doubt, negative self-talk coming into my mind, thinking like, oh, maybe I'll just come back tomorrow. Oh, the shot's not that good. Maybe I'll think about it and I'll wait till the shot's better. But it's like, again, those are the same kinds of thoughts, the same kind of resistance that you are going to feel when you're out there in the field, in the day, when you see that pretty girl that you want to go talk to. Your mind's going to start making up all these excuses why you shouldn't do it, or you shouldn't go make the video, or perhaps there's a better time, there's a more perfect time to go do it. Oh, what about the perceptions of others and the social pressure and all these kinds of things that we're subjected to? Well, you got to learn to overcome that negative self-talk. You got to learn to reinforce those negative beliefs with new positive belief systems. Baby step it. When you want to build integrity, when you want to build self-esteem, self-confidence, set goals for yourself, little goals, and then you actually go and achieve them. You follow through with the commitments that you make to yourself. Everything comes from the self, right? And then that's how you can slowly start building up your confidence, building up your self-esteem. Now, when I first got into this, I was much more, I was very naive. I didn't know anything about it. I've learned and studied and gone out and got my own experiences over a decade, right? So the way that I view things now is way different than when I first began. So if you're just getting into this, or even if you've been in this for a while, I'm just going to add my perspective and what I think about the game, socializing, meeting women at this time in my life after over a decade, right? And in the beginning, it was more so that I thought it was about the lines that you say. Maybe I needed to study more information, watch more videos. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when you do study literature on mastery or skill development and these kinds of things, or if you've ever mastered or cultivated a skill in some other area in your life, or maybe it is even with socializing and just seeing the results and the progress that you make when you do go out consistently and keep taking action and putting in the reps, you'll see that that's how you cultivate a skill. Ultimately, you're not going to study your way into learning something. You have to actually get out there and experience it. You got to walk through the fire, so to speak. You got to get burnt. You got to go and make mistakes. You got to fail, and the failure is never going to end. And something that I've been doing recently is listening to a lot of motivational videos, like compilations, like say even mindsets from people like Kobe Bryant or Mike Tyson, or people that have achieved at a high level. And you can take on those same mentalities when you're going out there to socializing, when you're going out there to bars and clubs, when you realize that actually that it is about hard work. It is about keeping your state up and not letting yourself be brought down because you're not getting the external results that you might want to get. But you have to realize you have to base everything off of your actions and realize that the work never ends. You're only as good as the last time that you came out. So you might have had a great night the day before, but can you go out there and can you do it again? Just the same as a professional athlete. They might have had a great game the day before, but they got to go out and see, can I do it again? Can I perform it again? So what is your process look like? What does a good night look like for you, even if you don't get the result that you're looking to get, which would be maybe hooking up with somebody that you'd be excited to hook up with at the end of the night? Well, that's more so outside of your control. So what can you base your success on that is fully within your control? And that is your actions. So when you go out, what does your process look like? Do you show up? If you show up, you could say that's a win, and you can cultivate whatever that process looks like for you, for yourself, but I'll just give you some ideas. And one of those things would be like, did I show up? Okay, I showed up, great. It's already a win. Did I keep approaching for the entirety of the night? Did I keep my state up? Did I not get brought down and take control over my emotions, over the things that I have control over, everything that comes from me? And did I keep myself going and hammering it out? And did I stay out till the very end and not leave anything on the table? Or did I go home early? Or did I allow somebody else and give them the power to have control over how I feel and dictate the actions that I'm going to take? Or do I take control of that and realize that I am in control of myself, I am in control of my emotions, I am in control of my results, and there's nobody else to blame? You don't make excuses. You never make excuses. And realize that anybody that's achieved anything at a high level, maybe they started at a younger age, maybe you started when you're older, maybe they had advantages and they've been already putting in tons of practice from an earlier stage in life, so they're further along on the journey. But realize that you can do it too, but you have to put in the work. That's one thing that actually is fair about life, is that anything that anybody else has achieved, you can do the same thing, but you got to put in the work, you got to be consistent, and that's the same even with this, right? So realize that if you want to get good at this, your results are going to be basically equal to the amount of work and effort that you're willing to put in. There is no excuses. I don't care what's going on with you. If you have the ability to get out there and take action, then all it comes down to is putting in the work and making sure you're getting those reps in. Constantly be critiquing and learning and analyzing where you could be doing better, where maybe you're not doing so well, and then working on the areas that you can improve upon and building off of your wins as well. And there's many other things that you can do to make sure that you are progressing. But ultimately, can you just be consistent? Can you manage your schedule? Can you manage your time? Are you managing your finances? Are you managing all these other aspects outside of the game that are going to aid you in being able to get out there and actually pursue these other hobbies and interests that you may have for yourself, right? So there's so many things that you could do before you can say that I can't do it and make an excuse for yourself and say that somehow these other people have some quality that you don't have. There's never an excuse. There's always something else that you could be doing. And so that's just what I wanted to leave you with. Again, there's going to be excuses. Your mind's going to make up all these excuses, self-doubt, worries, fears, but you got to overcome that. It's all about overcoming yourself. It's all about challenging yourself, pushing your comfort zone, always looking to where you can improve, where you could be doing more, not just staying at in the warm end of the pool, and that's how you're going to improve. It never ends. The work never ends. The progress that you could make and the levels that you could take this to never ends. So don't look for some sort of completion. Enjoy all aspects of the journey. Enjoy today, because this is all that you ultimately have. So find a way and cultivate a process that you can love, that you can enjoy for the sake of itself, but also ideally one that's actually going to bring you closer and is likely to get you the result that you're looking to get. But realize there's no guarantees in life. There's no guarantees that you will succeed. Every single day is a gift. So enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is and let the results come as they will, as they say. So I'm going to leave you with that. And I also will say that if you want to take things deeper, if you get something from these videos, that's great. I'm going to try to do what I can to share my knowledge and just put the information, my experiences out there to try to help you in these videos. But if you do want to take things further, another great way to speed up the learning process or figure out where you can be improving is to get an outside perspective. Get a coach, people like myself that can give you external feedback. They can analyze your text messages, your infield. We can bounce ideas off of one another, or even just somebody that's there to support you in your journey can be massively helpful. And again, taking control of the influences in your life. And I'm somebody that cares, that wants to invest in you. If you're willing to invest in me and my services, and you want to take things further than these videos, then hit me up at datingdestruction@gmail.com. Right now I am offering a package of 4 one-hour phone calls in a month for $300. That's one phone call a week. One phone call a week for 1 hour, 4 phone calls in a month, $300 US. And as soon as you sign up for that, you hit me up on an email. We'll get you on board. I'll give you a phone call for 30 minutes, and we'll figure out how we can get you the most out of those calls, and just talk about what that's going to look like. And otherwise, like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, peace out, my friends.